Hi everyone, and these are the answers to the maths problem. Okay, so just to backtrack, it takes me 5 minutes to walk 600 meters to get to the Eden. Okay, I need to find out how long will it take me to get to Marley Park. That's this far away. Ballantyre St John's, and then to Dundrum. And I would do it using the equal sign. So in 1 minute, 5 times smaller. If I divide this by 5, 120 meters, and I'm going to stay going. So 30 seconds is half a minute, and 60 meters is half of this. If I divide this by 3, I get 10 seconds. Divide this by 3, and if I divide that by 2, I get 5 seconds. So now I know what all these distances are, and I can work it up quite easily. Okay, so I have to find out what 850 is. So 800 meters, sorry, 850 meters. Okay, if I find out what 100 meters is, this is getting 5 times bigger, so this gets 5 times bigger. Okay, and to make that, if I multiply that by 8, I get 800 meters, and that by 8. Okay, and that gives me 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. Okay, and 50, which is 20, 20, and 10. 20, 20, and 10, so that is 25 seconds. That's for the extra 50. Now, there's lots of ways to do this, lots of ways. If your parents did it a different way, that's absolutely fine. Okay, this is just the way I like to do things. So that is 425, which should come in at 7 minutes and 5 seconds. So it takes me 7 minutes and 5 seconds to walk from the school up to BSJ. Right, the next thing we have to find out is how long will it take me to walk 1500 meters. Okay, so if 100 meters is 50 seconds times 15, we did all this in our copy at the start of the year, how to change hours to minutes. It's the exact same with minutes to seconds. So that is, how many sixes go into that? Let me see. Is that right? 72, 12 minutes. I think that's right, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Does it look right? This is about half of it. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah. Okay. And the last one was the longest one, which is I have to find out, which is 3.2 kilometers away. You can do it lots of ways. Like, I know what 20 meters is, 10 meters is. Like, I can multiply this by 320 and get my answer. I can multiply this by 160, because it's 160 times bigger, to get my answer. Or I can multiply it to 100 by 32, which I'll actually do that. So 100 meters. So 100 meters is 50 seconds. What's 3200? That's getting bigger by 32. Same over here. And that, of course, is in seconds. So we all know our 60 times tables. Let me see how many 60s are in that. Will this work? No, I'm definitely doing this wrong. I can't even see. Hang on now. Let me see. I'll do it the other way. I'll double check that one at the end. If 1,500 meters, if 1500 is 12 minutes 30, then double that would be 25 minutes. And now I have to find what 200 meters is. So if 20 meters is 10 seconds, I'll do it up here. 20 meters is 10 seconds. 200 meters is 100 seconds, which is 1 minute and 40. Now there are lots of ways to do it. Would it work this way if I checked? Actually, yeah, that goes in 6 times. And I've got the 4 left over, which is actually just a 40 seconds. We do not use a decimal point with time because decimal points are for tenths, tens, all that kind of stuff. So you don't do it that way, it's tricky. You have to kind of just go with your instinct. And look, there's lots of ways to do this. You could have used fractions, you could have used lots of other stuff. I just did it the minutes and seconds way. So they were 3 very difficult sums. If you got even one right, you can be proud of yourself. That's a good score. Right, this next one. So I leave at 2:31 and I walk to the eating. Well, that takes 6 minutes. I eat. It takes me 7/20 of an hour to eat. 1:20 is 3 minutes. 7:20 is 21 minutes. Now in the real life, that'd be a lot quicker. And then to get back to school is 6 minutes more. So 27 plus 33 minutes. I should be back in school at 3:04 p.m. Okay, if you got that right, well done. Okay, this is a little decimal question. So Enda's Park is 19% further away than Eden. So you have to find 19% and add it on. So we can do it lots of ways. So if I multiply 600 by 0.19, 0054, 000. And I wasn't smart doing it down there. Answer is 00. It's an extra 114 meters. So if I add on that 100 plus 114, that gives me 714. So 714 for that part. And the time. Okay, this is going to be tricky. So the time is 5 minutes. I have to, what is 19% of 5 minutes? 19% of 5 minutes, how do I do that? Okay. I'll, whenever you're using decimals, that kind of stuff, I like to turn it into seconds or into minutes. So if I turn that into 300 seconds, okay, 19% of that, which is 0027. It's important not to make mistakes on camera, then you have to start all over again, and it's embarrassing. Hmm, 57 extra seconds. So 357 seconds, which is also 5 minutes, 57 seconds. That is a tricky little question. Okay, if you've even got the first part right, you can be proud of yourself. Like I said, they are really tough. If you're even getting half the part right and you're making a mistake along the way, that's okay. Doing lots of sums and getting them right is fine, but getting a small part of a difficult problem right is much more beneficial to you. I'll do more next week. Once again, they're optional, and if they're stressing you out too much, don't worry about it. That's it. Enjoy your weekend.